Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. It's a Sunday afternoon as I'm doing this. The Parkles are on their last day in Colombia. We've seen some happy moments between them. We've seen some very unhappy moments between them. Moments where he even looked a bit like the old hostage Harry that we used to see in the dungeon there in Montecito in the dark, dark days of the lockdown. And I'm looking now in the second reading at the second part of that tweet on X from an American source who claims to be very in with the royals. And she claims in this tweet that Harry has wanted out of the marriage for a long time, quite a long time, and he would go, but for the fact that Charles won't pay the ransom that Meghan is demanding. That is the rumor, that is the tweet. I have the after tarot on the tarot table, and I am going to test the energy of this rumor. And we're going to look at how Harry is feeling about the marriage right now and whether he has asked Pa for help. I'm going to ask how Meghan is feeling about the marriage right now and whether she has demanded some sort of payment. And then I'm going to ask if she has, how much and what for. Is it to hand over custody? Is it to buy her silence? Stop the book that she's promising she's going to write? And is the king going to fall for it? According to this tweet, he's not interested in helping. He's not going to shunt more money in Harry's direction. Not for this anyway. And would it buy her silence if she was to receive a handsome settlement, payout, or ransom, as it's called in this tweet? Would it silence her, or would she be back in 6 months to say, oh, by the way, I just found some more diaries as I was, packing my, I don't know what she's packing. What would she be packing? Her dolls in a suitcase, for instance. Okay, all right, we got energy now in the cards. Let's go and let's ask these questions, and let's remind you that this is just tarot for fun and entertainment. It is all my opinion. It is all speculation. I'm just reading energy here, and there is a disclaimer in the box below. And I know we read on this sort of thing eternally, but this little angle of the ransom is why we're reading on this today, because I haven't heard it for a while. I heard similar stories before the spectacle, before the wedding. Stories like this popped up a couple of years ago. I think when they first went to Montecito, there was 50 million and I'll go away, or 30 million and I'll go away. Those sorts of rumours never came to anything. So is this one of those? I have the 9 of Wands as our underlying energy, which is somebody who is bruised and battered, and really life has given him the school of hard knocks he's been in, and that would be our has-been, who, despite his best attempts to look like he's madly in love and he's well trained, and when she kicks him in the shins he smiles or kisses her, whatever he does, hands his hand over to her to clutch. Been through the wars, our Harold, as he is called in this tweet that I'm reading on, and not a happy person, not a particularly well person either in the after tarot, bandage round head, damaged, and can, because if it's round the head, it can be some sort of mental issues. Just saying, my opinion. So the situation that I'm reading on, what are we dealing with? Ooh, we've got the 9 of Pentacles, and it's in reverse. That is a money card. It's a big money card. Upright, Our Lady is a lady of leisure. She's living a life of luxury and ease. She's got everything she could ever wish to have. It's in reverse. Our Lady does not have the money that she was expecting to have. She doesn't necessarily have the bling she was hoping for, the millions in her bank account she was told she would get, promised perhaps even. a lady who might want to be single, footloose and fancy free, but isn't. So there we have it. We have 2 9s. Underlying energy here, and the situation we're reading on. A woman who would like to be single and well provided for, but is not. 9s are penultimate energy. We're heading towards the finish line when we have 9s in a reading like this. So let's see, Harry first. How's he feeling about his situation, his marriage right now? 4 of Swords is, I want to hide, I want to disappear, it's all over, I lost, my heart is broken. 3 of Swords, now I'm 4 of Swords, now I'm dead to the world, I'm ruined, my reputation is ruined, I can't see any reason to go on, I'm being melodramatic. I'm not saying for 1 second that he is having those sorts of thoughts. I am over-egging it just to explain to you the energy of that card, or my opinion, and of course just for tarot. And has he asked Pa for a bailout help? I can't afford the gazillions she wants. We have a Knight of Pentacles with a pentacle held aloft. That is Harry. That is the Earth sign Prince. The Virgo Knight of Pentacles with that pentacle held aloft. It's almost saying, if you help me, if you encourage me in a certain direction, I will be loyal and faithful and devoted to you, and not to this lady who's in the reverse here in the 9 of Pentacles. So it's kind of interesting that he's making this gesture, which I read as a gesture of fealty, basically. Gimme, and I will give you my oath, my promise, my devotion, my loyalty, my long service. A bit late for that, Harry, in my opinion, but that is what's coming through from the card, from the energy of the card that I am reading. Interesting, very interesting. It's a bit of a quid pro quo thing going on there. As I say, a bit late. And allegedly, according to this rumor, a bit late for the king as well. But we'll see, we'll get to him in the last column over here. Megan. How's Megan feeling about her marriage? She's looking besotted in Colombia. But what's really going on? A 4 of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. She is beginning to think that she is losing control of perhaps the hostage. Let's call him the hostage for fun, because he was called that jokingly in those early days in Montecito. So 4 of Pentacles, upright, being in control, hanging on for dear life to your titles and your status and your money and all the associations that that goes with. In reverse, losing control, losing money, losing your titles and your status and things like that. She's worried. She's very worried that she is she's not going to be Duchess of whatever she's Duchess of for very much longer. That is what's coming through in that card for me. Has she suggested a handsome sum of money? Pay me, I don't know how many millions, and I will go away. You can be free to go. You can take the littles back to the UK with you. I won't write that book. Has she suggested such a thing? Allegedly. Energy around it is the Page of Swords. It's preparation energy, it's strategy, it's planning. It might have been communicated, because pages are communication cards, and Swords is strategic, very much preparing for what she suspects is coming her way, which is this 4 of Pentacles in reverse. So it might be that she suspects she's about to lose him, and while she's still got him, send out word that this could make her go away. So trying to pretend that she's still the one in control when she really isn't. So that's an interesting little dynamic that's going on there, or that the cards are telling me is going on anyway. If she has suggested a sum of money, hypothetically speaking, if she were to suggest a sum of money, let's word it like that, what would it be? Give us a ballpark for how much. I got the Four of Cups here. That's not a money card. It's not giving me any indication of a sum of money. It's giving me a rejection. That if this was suggested, hinted at, sent out in a tweet perhaps, because that's very much a tweet energy, the Page of Swords. If that idea was floated as a thought experiment to see how the response would be, it was swiftly repelled, very swiftly turned down. That's a rejection card, tipping out the Cup of Love. I don't care, I'm not interested. I'm indifferent to it. I'll just carry on. If it's Harry's energy here, oh well. I'm so downtrodden at this point. I don't care whether I'm in the marriage or out of the marriage, because if I'm out of the marriage, I'm out all around, because the royals don't want me back. William has just made it very clear in the last day or so that Harry is not welcome at his coronation, for instance. Nobody wants to be at his 40th birthday party. It's a sad life. There it is. So if the offer was made, it's been turned down, it's been rejected. Absolutely. And if it was suggested to the king also has said, no, not interested. That's it's interesting, because, as I say, not giving me money, it's giving me, it was possibly hinted at and rejected immediately. What would it have bought, this hypothetical ransom? Her silence, the kids, what? Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is more mother energy than writing salacious book energy, tell-all, memoirs, traducing everyone in the royal family, including Harry. That's not coming through here. I'm getting more children energy in the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups for me always is a little bit sad, a little bit sentimental, a little bit clinging to the past. And so, well, maybe it's to do with the kids. It's, of course, Mummy Diana energy. But I don't see how money changing hands could affect the Mummy Diana dynamic. That's a mystery to me. If you have an explanation for that, do let us know. Perhaps she would give up that attempt at being Mummy Diana. But then he would lose Mummy Diana, and I'm not sure he's ready to lose Mummy Diana. Don't know. But let's look at the king. Willingness to hand over large sums of money for whatever this is. 10 of Cups in reverse. That tells me that he's over it. He doesn't believe that this can come back into the royal family. That Knight of Pentacles that would say, oh, I'll be such a good son and such a good prince, and just give me my titles back and I can be Captain General of the Marines again, and all that's so lovely. 10 of Cups in reverse. I think the king knows that there's no way back for Harry. He also knows with that card, even though it's very sad for him personally, the rest of them in the royal family wouldn't allow him, wouldn't want it. And so, no, sorry for you, darling boy. I truly am, but it's your bad luck. That's what's coming through for me. Would it buy her silence? And remember, we've got this rather menacing Queen of Cups still in the mix here. Would it solve the problem? Would she go away quietly and never be heard of again? Or would she come back asking for more? I've got the King of Swords, and it's in reverse. Swords down or in reverse are normally quiet. It might silence the book. I'll say that. Might silence the book. Because King of Swords for me is very much publishing energy. So she might, particularly as she is allegedly struggling to find a publisher for the book. So, and also nobody would really believe a word that she said at this point if she were to write her tell-all memoir. I think it would silence the book. But this is the card that bothers me very much. If it might be you need to give me stuff. You need to give me more of her stuff, or more jewelry, or you need to allow me to carry on being that. You need to set me up as that, because that's what I really want to be, this. And so if you're going to hand over gazillions, then you need me to allow me to carry on being that, because that's the role I really want. And we've seen it in Colombia. It's a role of a lifetime. She thinks she's playing it brilliantly. We all see through it, but she doesn't, and maybe he doesn't either. So some quite odd energy in this reading. But there it is. And doesn't look like anything's going to happen on the money front, which is a good thing, in my opinion. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.